family. If you're in or near Columbia, South Carolina, you've got to visit the House of Hathor, located at 6319 North Main Street. Open Tuesday through Saturday, it's your one-stop shop for African clothing, African masks, natural soaps, incense, candles, jewelry, and more. Plus, they've got a beautiful event space. Owned and operated by Baba Rutaski and Mama Neterma Canute. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the culture. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the movement. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the people.
Greetings, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to the House of Hathor's Libation, Liberation lifestyle. We come to you this day that we may honor, that we may acknowledge and venerate our ancestors, and that we continue to bring forth the information and instruction that continues to bring forth our knowledge and our wisdom, our clarity and understanding that comes through life and nature's experience that we share. We want to bring the ancestors involved into all of our thoughts, into our words and our actions, that we continue to commit ourselves to our true selves as spiritual beings having human experiences. So let us bring the ancestors involved that they may continue to nurture us, that they may continue to guide us, that they may continue to protect us as we continue to live, love, and learn our processes of life. We call upon our ancestors far and near, fathers and mothers of our fathers, mothers and fathers of our mothers, to bear witness to all that we have done. And it is by your example that you continue to inspire us towards reclaiming our ancestral minds, regenerating our ancestral spirit, liberating our families, our homes, and our communities, and restoring our greatness as a people. We pour libation to bring into our midst your venerable ancestral spirit, radiating your great wisdom, your courage, your dedication, and your unyielding commitment to victory by any means necessary. It is in the honor of our Creator, the great ancestor of all ancestors, our mothers and our fathers, our sisters and brothers, our children and their children, our grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, our aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, and elders of our community, that we pour this libation in your honor, in the honor of the Creator, our great ancestor of all ancestors, and the various manifestations of the creative spirit. We pour libation. Ashe. For our esteemed ancestors, who laid the foundation for human civilization, and who provides the wisdom to which we live and the models by which our lives are guided, we pour libation. Ashe. And for our esteemed ancestors, who suffered the atrocities and the horrors of our Ma'afa, but yet demonstrated the victorious power of the ancestral spirit by maintaining their dignity no matter the cost, we pour libation. Ashe. And for our esteemed ancestors, who survived and made it possible for us to be here, is satisfied. Ashe. 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 Dua Neter. So we say, Hotep, peace and power to you all this day, my brothers and sisters, as we continue to live, love, and learn the processes of life that governs our thoughts, our words, and our actions, that the ancestors continues to be at the forefront of our thoughts, at the forefronts of our minds, that they are the ones that instruct us and they inform us of everything that is required of us, that our commitment that we have, not only with ourselves and with our families and our communities, but we have a commitment to life and nature, because it is life and nature that gives us everything that is needed, not only for our temples, but also for our way of life that we have. And so when we're talking about today, we're talking about form and structure. Form and structure. You see, everything is based upon form and structure. Everything that you have within yourself, your mind, your thoughts, your words, and your actions, they are from a form, and it is also a structure for you to abide by, so that the form that you're bringing out yourself will have a foundation to it. Structure and form always is a part of foundation. That means that it's not going to crumble. That means it's not going to fall. That means that it's going to stay in existence and stand the test of time, that the ancestors have already given us form and structure. Those are the two words that we're speaking of, form and structure. That anything that we want to erect, it is structured and it is formulated in our minds first. And when we're speaking of form and structure, we're also talking about information, we're talking about formation, we're talking about informers. You see, form has a baseline to it. That is the baseline of everything. Form is in information, it is in formation, it is in informers. Everything is based upon the form of it. What does it look like? What does it sound like? What does it feel like? What will it be like? And it should always be in the likeness of the Creator, the spirit that has given you the breath of life, the energy that has given you the breath of life. That is the form that we're speaking of. And so anytime that we're using these words, we must always think and know that form is based upon the spirit and the energy that we possess within us. And then structure has to do with instructions, being an instructor, and receiving instructions on the form that you have within you. All that comes through spirit. All that comes through our ancestors. You see, the energy, our Creator, the great ancestor of all ancestors, it is the energy source that lives within us. It is the form of energy that takes place in everything that we can think about and that we can create, that represents it. Not that represents man, but it represents the form that gave you the breath of life. That is the Creator, our great ancestor of all ancestors. And the Creator has given that same energy to our ancestors as our guides, as our counselors, as our instructors, as our informers, so that we can follow the spirit that lives within us and not follow all the things that man wants us to do unless they are speaking in the same manner, unless they are interconnected, interrelated, interdependent, and interacting with their form and their structure that the great ancestor of all ancestors and our ancestors have given to all of us. And we have to be able to connect with that and interconnect with that in order for it to work this right way, its proper way, the truthful way, the just way. And that is where we find balance, harmony, and order. You see, the order of things, which means that there are always going to be form and structure. Order is only form and structure. And when it's ordered within you, that means that you're going to have information and instructions that will come with that spirit that lives within you so that you can build and create and manifest and generate. And when you reflect upon that form and that structure or that information and instruction, then you are always equipped to do what is right for your families and your communities as well as for yourself. And it only comes through spirit. It will come through spirit first, and then it will come to you. And once you have received your information and your instructions, then you are right in all aspects of life, in every area of people activity. That means that whether it's in economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, relationship, and protection, or what we call war, because we know that there are going to be others that's going to go against what the form and what the structure has delivered upon yourself. We know that there are going to be others that's going to come after it because they can't control spirit. They can control things in the seen world that's outside of ourselves, but they cannot control the spirit. And the spirit that anoints you and ordains you directs your path. It instructs your path. It informs your path. It continues to be a part of everything that exists within us as well as without us. And that is what the ancestors bringing to us today. It is recognizing form and structure. Form and structure. and recognizing that your instructions will come from the informers that lives within you. And as you continue to listen, as you continue to meditate and pray and do all the things that you need to do in order for you to receive your instructions, you will connect with others that are doing like business. You will connect and interconnect. You will interconnect with their spirit first before you will decide to make the choice to work together, to be in unity together. And our determination to build what is within us so that it may be without us, then it will become strengthened. It will become enhanced, increased, and enriched. And it will provide you income, not only income on the physical sense, but income on the spiritual sense of everything that you need in order for you to live the life that you have already been anointed and ordained to live through your intentions. You see, your intentions are based upon your form and your structure as well. All that has been given to you. This breath of life that we have, it is a form and a structure to it as well. As you breathe in, you breathe out. That is form and structure. All of everything that we use, everything that we have, everything that is ours, there is a form and a structure to it. And once we connect with it, then there is nothing that can stop us from living, from being, and from knowing, and being liberated in our stance, in our foundation. That foundation, that form will be structured in so that it never dies, it never leaves, it will stay with you. But we must make sure that we are honoring our great ancestor of all ancestors, our creator, the form that gave us this form, this vessel, this altar, this temple. And that is already structured to do what it's been designed to do, as we must do what we have been designed to do. It is the greatest example that we have ourselves, as well as life and nature, being everlasting life. Always remember form and structure. It is already within you. And you're only supposed to connect with others that are working on that same form and that same structure. So we say peace and power to you all this day, my brothers and sisters. We give thanks to you for being a part of our Libation Liberation Lifestyle ceremony. As we continue to honor our ancestors, as we continue to honor those who came before us that left us a blueprint to live by. We honor them, we venerate them, and we acknowledge them. All those in your life. When they transition, you make sure you honor them on a daily basis because they left you something that you can use. They left you a form and they left you a structure that you can use within yourself because they are a part of our ancestors now. They are our guides. They are spiritual guides. They are our spiritual nurturers. They are our spiritual protectors. And they will protect you. They can't stop the obstacles and hurdles that may come your way, but they will instruct you and inform you on how to work with it and how to deal with it, or either how to excuse it out of your life. But you have to be consistent in everything that you do. Your consistency is the same way as you have the breath of life. The breath of life works simultaneously with the rest of your body, and we must be the same way as spiritual beings having human experiences. So we say peace and power to you all, and have a blessed, have a wonderful day, have a celebration of a day, have a protection of a day, and let us live, love, and learn the processes of our lives. Ashe to our ancestors.